Brad Stevens. I talk more about Brad Stevens than I do my own children.
Holy cow. You see it. When you talk to Brad Stevens, you know there's greatness all over this guy.
Everybody wants to know about Brad Stevens, and rightfully so.
He's somebody that we're so proud of, obviously. You know, when I tell people I work at DePauw, most of them who have any connection with sports know that it's, hey, Brad Stevens.
One of the things they want to know is, did you see this coming? Did you see that he would be such a fabulous coach as a player? And the truth is, if I could have seen that coming, I'd be doing a lot better in the stock market.
I don't think you would have predicted the trajectory his life was going to take.
But what I did know about Brad Stevens was he was going to be great at whatever he decided he was going to put his mind to.
He's a team player. He was a great offensive player is what I remember. He could really shoot the lights out.
But Brad, as a high school senior, was exactly like the prototypical DePauw guy. Right? Fabulous student. Already knew that he had a business interest, so he was a great match with the Management Fellows program. And he was the all-time leading scorer at Zionsville High School, and we felt like we had a chance to get him.
He was well-rounded.
Like a lot of our student athletes, basketball was part of his life. It wasn't his life like it is now.
Involved with the Management Fellows, he was an officer in his fraternity. You know, he was a really good college basketball player, a captain of the basketball team. You know, he did it all, and you know, you can't necessarily do it all every place. He played a lot as a freshman, was a starter as a sophomore and a junior, and as a senior, we had some pretty talented freshmen.
Brad didn't play as much his senior year. He got to observe a lot of things, but he ended up being a real key to that freshman class.
He kind of changed his role a little bit as a senior. He found a way to accept that and really value being a great teammate.
And I think probably watching the game from a different perspective sometimes probably, I would guess, made him a better student.
Those guys that were freshmen that year ended up being part of the team that went to the Elite Eight. You know, probably was good enough to win the national championship.
And there's no doubt that his leadership on the court, off the court, made a big impact on those guys as they moved up to the ranks.
He was our Coach's Award winner that year, which is basically the award we give to the best teammate. And I think it's informed everything that he's done along the line.
And it was fun to watch him grow throughout his career.
Eli Lilly was his Management Fellows internship, and they offered him a job at the end of it, so he knew he was going to go work for Lilly. I think he was probably 6 or 7 months in, and he started to formulate this idea that he might want to go back and coach. But I remember having conversations with him that basically said, you're 23 years old, what are you risking? Right? You're a really smart guy. If it doesn't work out or you don't like it or whatever, you know, you're just going to go get another good job and you're going to be successful at whatever you do. So that summer, before he was ready to do it, something happened with one of the assistants and he left. They bumped everybody up, so he immediately started actually in a paid role. And then the next year, Coach Mata went to Xavier and they bumped everybody up again, and now he's a full-time assistant, and he had that job for 6 or 7 years before he got the head job. So he had some, you know, he's a talented guy, but he also had some good fortune with timing and stuff like that, and he's worked out pretty well for him.
He's kind of a trendsetter. He's kind of breaking molds of what coaches might be or what professional coaches might be. I think that's even that much, makes us that much more proud.
It's fun to watch him now and listen to how NBA players speak. And he's young. He's a young guy in a league with a lot of ego and a lot of money. And it's impressive to see these young millionaires talk about him as the guy that gets it and can get it done.
Brad has to be one of the busiest guys out there, but yet he's always taken the moment to shoot a text, whether it was making a run in the national tournament or a winning streak. Brad's always reached out and said, hey, job well done.
You know, we're in touch during the season. He's very generous with his time.
I just admire that what he's done and the time he's taken for others.
He's Skyped with our team before each season the last 2 or 3 years, and is willing to do that. It's pretty cool to have him out there, as visible as he is, as good a representative of the school and our program as he is, we've got a really solid relationship, and I really appreciate the friendship that's evolved over the years.